Hello, Zach. This is the collective of Atrioun. We are here with you now. And in this transmission, we are going to speak on the topic of what it means to allow and the power of choosing to allow and how it can transform one's life. Allowance. This is the power of the soul. The soul is something that naturally loves. It naturally is not attached. It is only the ego that finds itself attached to the physical experience of reality. And because the ego chooses to identify with the human self, it identifies its existence as the human self. It then seeks to always be attached and in control of everything. The spirit would rather accept. The spirit would rather maintain its state of natural peace as a way of being. And when the human mind becomes attached, it causes you to temporarily forget your natural state of peace as a way of being. Allowance is that tool. It is the choice that the spirit can use to accept the existence of whatever is in front of you, whatever is your current experience, so that the ego can let go of its attachment. In the letting go of whatever you find yourself attached to, you can then become aware of what was always there, your state, your true state of inner peace. Peace is not something that has to be gotten or acquired. It's only something that you must remember. It's something that's already there. However, it is not your present state of being if you're choosing to give your attention to something that you're attached to. Allowance is a choice. Allowance is something that you must learn to master. It's a skill, no different than anything else. It's the choice to let things be, to let go of resisting things. You see, the ego creates suffering only because it's attached to things. It attaches through resistance. It resists things. It needs things to be different than what they are. And because of this attachment through resistance, do you then experience a state of suffering? That state of suffering can be felt through any kind of lower emotion. However, all of it is created through resistance. To resist something is only possible because of fear. Fear expresses through resistance. As one is attached and then resisting, it experiences control, the need for things to be different than they are. Allowance is the choice to do the opposite. It is the choice to let go of resisting, to allow something to exist in exactly the way that it is. And in this process, you become aware of the state of peace that has always been within you. It is this state of peace that you're able to embody and experience, and therefore create a life of more peace. Because the life that you create and experience will only be a consequence of whatever state of mind and body that you are holding on to. Peace is your natural state. You only need to allow for it to be felt. You allow for it to be felt when you make the choice to let go of resisting. So notice the ways in which you resist. What does resistance look like and feel like for you? How do you judge? When you have a conversation with something and they say something that gets under your skin, notice the unconscious reaction. Notice the feeling. Notice where you feel it. Notice the thought form that is generated in your mind. And realize that in this moment of your state of being shifting instantaneously, are you then not aware of your peace? You're then embodying a lower frequency, a lower vibration, which is taking you away from the present moment, bringing you into the past or the future, and diminishing your ability to create life consciously. This is a choice. When we say a choice to allow, it is a choice to be the spirit. The spirit is in a state of allowing. It must be chosen. It must be chosen. You can either give your attention to the lower vibration of the ego, which is only based on the memory of the past, or you can choose to experience the real and true essence of the present moment by allowing the moment to be what it is. This is your practice. This is what you must choose to become better at if you truly want to improve the quality of your life. If you truly want to allow healing to be your natural state, if you truly want to allow conscious and deliberate manifestation to be your natural way of living life, then it becomes necessary to live as your real self, to live as your higher self. Your higher self is not bothered with what's being experienced here in the physical domain. Only your human ego mind is. But the human ego mind isn't something that actually has existence. It's only there to experience because you have unprocessed, unresolved memory within your unconscious. It's based on memory. This memory is revealed to you in these moments when you're triggered. When you use one of these triggered moments to remember the truth of your higher self by choosing to allow, you will then restore the light of your higher self into your mind, into your body. And you will begin to live life consciously. You will be a deliberate creator. You will know exactly how to create the life you want because the higher self is clear. It knows exactly where to go. It knows exactly how to let go. It knows exactly how to rest in a state of love. This is not what your ego mind knows how to do. And so you must practice getting better at allowing. Practice allowing things to be as they are. Make it a daily practice. Do it with small things. Do it with big triggers. Do it as much as you possibly can. This is also known as letting go. Letting go is commonly misunderstood. People often think that letting go is done by choosing to let go of something so that it will change, which is not letting go at all. And so we wish to share this teaching using the language of allowing. When you truly let go, what you're actually doing is you're allowing something to be what it is. This is what it means to let go. So instead of choosing to let go, choose to allow. As you choose to allow, you will know what it feels like to allow. So don't rely on simply this transmission to provide you with everything you need to know on what it means to allow and how allowing will impact your life positively. This transmission is merely a moment for you to gain a perspective, learn a tool, so that you can then apply that tool into your life moment to moment. Because as you apply it, will you then know what it actually means? You have to feel it. You have to come in contact with it. You have to know what it means on a body level. You have to know what the peace of allowing actually means. You have to feel the peace that is produced when you choose to allow. Only then will you really know how to practice allowing. You simply must choose to allow things to be as they are. As you're doing this, you will come face to face with more negative emotions. But yes, as I allow, then I'm more triggered. And so it becomes then confusing. The ego mind is then given more fuel to become attached. Now I'm feeling more triggered. I'm feeling more emotion because I've just allowed. So now more things are happening. And so now I'm feeling more triggered. And so what do? You go right back into the choice to allow. Because as you allow, what you are doing is sending an instruction to your unconscious mind that I now choose to be at peace with whatever is stored within the unconscious mind. And that instruction will then lead to the unconscious giving you more to come into awareness of, to see, to feel the darkness within yourself, to become aware of more triggers, to become aware of more challenges and attachments. All you must do is practice the choice to allow, and your knowing of how to allow will become stronger. The payoff, the reward of choosing to allow will become bigger, better, and more beautiful. All you must do is practice allowing, and practice allowing every time something comes up that is even more challenging. The more you use these difficult challenges to practice what it means to allow, the more you will free yourself from all of these challenges. This has been our teaching for your collective today on the power of choosing to allow. Thank you for this opportunity, and we look forward to our next one. Be well. This choice to allow, this muscle that you really must choose to strengthen over time, has been one of the most powerful things that I've ever chosen to become better at. Going forward, after hearing this transmission, my challenge to you is to put it into practice. You must become aware of what's in your unconscious mind. What are the feelings that you're feeling in any given moment? That's what's within your unconscious. The thought patterns that are running on autopilot, that's what's within your unconscious. The things that you notice outside of you that you start judging or condemning, that's what's within your unconscious. And so as you notice whatever it is, you see someone, you see something, and you notice a familiar thought pattern, a feeling that arises, something triggers you about whatever you're perceiving. Choose to allow whatever you're perceiving to be what it is. Instead of choosing to judge it, instead of choosing for that pattern to dictate how you feel, choose to allow it to be there. Just try it. See what happens when you try to just allow that thing to be there. Not for it to change, but only because you realize that what you value now, instead of judgment and condemnation, is your inner peace. You're choosing to allow because your values have changed. You value your state of being. You value being your authentic, loving self. That value must become stronger than the value to judge something. This is my challenge for you. Practice allowing. And give yourself grace, as we like to say here. Give yourself grace as you're practicing this. This is something that you have to become better at. So go with humility as you're practicing this. And I'll see you in the next video. Be well. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you soon.